Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent too saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Browns.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to fight through one tackle. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Down at the 33-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 3, Browns 0.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Huntley. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Mayfield off the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Cleveland.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
5-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a carry for Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
51 the mic, 51 the mic. Tighten up, pull together. Spot.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A 4-yard.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mayfield now. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A shotgun snap going to give to Dobbins. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, Huntley. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Dobbins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll run here with Dobbins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right now.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Final play of the half, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come on now. Let's do this.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Number 40.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll go again with Dobbins. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Huntley. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's the option. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Curtis Weaver in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 19. Off play action. Huntley. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Flush to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Six yards left on second down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 19, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A-Shot Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week. 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out. Bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 51's the mark. 51's the mark.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26. Check 26.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
4-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they will take a knee here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gain of 5. First down, Cleveland.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Ravens, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.